It's not what you say, it's how you say it. This is a lesson which I have known for a while now, and it surfaced to share this today for whatever reason. It's not about what you say to people sometimes, it is how you say it. What do I mean? Let's see if I can come up with a good example here, because I really want to make this as tangibly understandable as possible, which is one of my many aims in life. When I talk about these ideas, I like to make them, frankly, as like physical as possible for you guys so that you really understand these concepts. It's not, often in life, it's not actually about what it is that you're saying that makes the impact. It's the way that you say it. For example, this is a weird, strange example to start with, but hey, let's say that you're like trying to feed your baby. And there's two ways that you can approach that. Let's say you've been trying to feed the kid for a little while and the kid's being kind of fussy. You have two options that I can think of in this moment. You can like kind of get more aggressive with the child, a little more insistent, and be like, eat your food, eat the food, Tina. Or you can be like, okay, here it comes. Try to make it a game for this kid to eat their food. In that, I think you can see, maybe that's not the best example. You can see that one is like a forceful kind of aggressive way, and the other one is playful and fun and inviting. Well, that applies to literally everything in life. The way that we say things is so unbelievably important, and it's so funny to me. I'm laughing about it because I'm realizing literally in this moment how often a lot of us, including sometimes myself, don't actually pay attention to the way that we're saying things. And I'm like, oh, I need to check in on that one. So anyway, what I've known and also want to share here is that it really, really, really isn't always about the words that you're saying. For example, think about, this is another kind of strange example, but think about if you've ever been in a relationship with someone like this. I have in the past, and they essentially don't say I love you back. They just say love ya, or like, oh yeah, love you. Like these people have a strange block to saying I love you. I don't know what it is, but I've run into that more than once in my life. Now, also with that, even if we just use the words love ya, you can say like love ya. Like you can be like exasperated and be like love ya, like roll your eyes, whatever. Or you can be like love ya, and like they feel different. Well, that is present in everything. So I invite you, most especially, to when you're saying things to other people, pay attention and be very, very conscious with, of course, not only the words that you're saying, but how are you presenting these things? Because the funny thing is that it can actually be really easy to hurt somebody by being like really cutting with our words when we don't mean to, because words are, like I've said before, very, very powerful. And also there is a way to present things sometimes where you can say tricky things that might be a little hard to take. And also you can say them in a way which is respectful and like more patient perhaps than just aggressive, if you get what I mean. For some reason, the things that are popping up in my head are like sarcasm responses, because you can tell somebody, oh yeah, you look great, and like in a sarcastic way, and that's inauthentic and insincere. So of course that feels different than when your best friend tells you, oh, you look amazing today. Like, wow, what did you do today? Like, I don't know, what did you do? Like, you look great, you're glowing, you're radiant, whatever. Think about how those things feel in your body. Anytime somebody has really said something to you, or I don't know, I can't come up with a good tangible example in this moment. It's very frustrating. I've had actually loads of examples in my life where someone can say something, in general, I suppose we call it bedside manner because it's something that like you encounter in doctor's offices. It's the difference, for example, between a doctor sitting down and saying to you, maybe in this way, Susie, you got cancer. Or them sitting down and saying, maybe have a seat, and something difficult I have to tell you. You have cancer. Do you know what I mean? And I would never say that to any of you, and please don't take that as any example other than me using that to illustrate this point. The point is that, do you hear the way in which there's an entirely different presence with those words? You can present that information of what's wrong with the person, or whatever, what's ailing the person. You can respond to that with a way that is really, really intense and harsh and will probably hurt them even more than they're already going to be hurt by it. Or you can say it in a way that is compassionate and present and understanding and still delivers the information straightforwardly. if you understand what I mean. So I invite you really, really strongly, because sadly in my own life, I've had quite a lot of people say things to me in a really thoughtless, very abrasive way. And that has made me more cautious of the way that I say things. Not more cautious, just more discerning about, well, cautious in a way, just observant and aware when I'm speaking to people, when I'm talking to my friends, when I'm talking to you guys, of what I'm saying and the way that I'm saying it. And if I don't like the way that, even if it's in like a video, if I came out sounding like I'm trying to say something else, or the meaning was not there, I will cut it out and like redo it or something. Because the one thing I don't want ideally is for people to misunderstand, because my intentions here, let me be very clear, with this channel are good. They are to improve your lives through the hard lessons that I've learned. Not all of them are hard. Sometimes they're just funny anecdotes and funny stories from my life. I just enjoy sharing my life with you guys, because I run into cool critters. I have nifty experiences. I get to travel sometimes. At any rate, what's more important sometimes than what you're saying is how you're saying it. And when I say that, I really do invite you to be compassionately present and aware with what you're saying, with who you're saying it to, and the impact that you may indeed be having on that person. Because it's actually very easy to really hurt and traumatize someone mentally and things with the words that we say, and much more hard to heal those wounds. In order to prevent yourself from even potentially doing that, I just invite you into a bit more presence and a bit more consciousness and awareness with when you speak and when you say things. How are you presenting this to the other person? So I hope that this video has been of some help to you. If it has, please do share it with anyone else you think it might help. Subscribe, as I do upload every single day, and it really helps out a small content creator like myself. And last but not least, if you, my beautiful spirit soul, need any help or coaching, please do reach out at this email address, where it would be my honest pleasure to help you in any way that I can. Have a beautiful and a blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this, and I will see you, beautiful cats, in the next video. Stay well, stay healthy. Namaste, and much love. Bye. I already forgot my topic. Cut this out. Me, way to go. Cut everything up until now. So I hope this video has been of some help for you. So I hope this video, but at any rate, eat your food. Eat the food, Tina. Okay, here it comes. Myself, like myself. Buttercup.